Eureka! It's fixed. On the bench today is my Aps Uar. Now, I think I've showcased this once before. I went with all 10 furniture, 10 hollow sight, 10 mag-pull flip-up sights, 10 foregrip and thumb stop. And I originally had a PQ box on this, but I wired it to the rear, so we've eliminated that, and it actually looks good. And I have some high-cap mags. The original high-cap mag that come with it are these brown tops, okay? The ones I bought, the replacement ones, are the black tops. But I just test, these are the only ones that seem to work in it, the small high caps. Okay, what has happened to this is I went to get it out to sell it, shot once, won't fire anymore. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Here, I'm tearing apart this. The whole original thing was that the bucking was just flat. It was going plop, plop, plop. The problem was with the bucking. Now, the only way to tear this apart is you have to take the gearbox out and take it that way, unless you want to undo the barrel assembly and take it all off the front. I've done that before, so I probably should have done that this time because the barrel, I got something out of place the last time. So, took it all apart, slid the gearbox out the back, changed out the bucking, the hop-up the bucking, and the bucking and the hop-up numb. Put it back in there, checked, there's always getting good hop-up. Turn it all the way off. Put it back together. Pull the trigger, fires once, and then that's it. And I'm like, what the heck's all up with that? So, I take it apart again, and I'm trying all these different things, and it's like I shoot once and it won't shoot again. So, one time, and I had this idea in my head that it wasn't pushing far enough back, because I tried bending it out a little bit more, still don't work. So I thought, let's try something. I put it on semi, and I pulled the trigger back, okay? Let's put it down on semi. I put it on semi and I pulled the trigger back. Fired once. Pull the trigger again. Nothing. I'm like, okay. I took the screw that's holding the gearbox in and I slowly slid it out, and I heard it go click, it reset. So the bar that pushes on the trigger was bent out too far, of all things that could happen. So I bent it in a little bit, put it back in the gun, works flawlessly. So the mods that I did on this, other than the hop-up, putting the hop-up in here, is, and I saw this on, this was originally front wired, which you take this little post thing out of here, and it's a real pain in the ass, get batteries in, and everything like that. So I'm like, the hell with that. So what I did is I saw a mod where the guy just cut the inside of this all out. And what I'm going to do is zoom in so you guys can take a look at this. Let's see. See how it's all cleared out there? And when you put in a battery, fits like a champ. And it's far enough deep, you can see how far my finger is. Turn it sideways, you can see how deep that is. All the wires fit in there. Alright? Second mod I didn't rewire it, I actually just fished the wires back this way. And I cut off the fuse, which kept getting pulled and disconnected when it was in there. I was wondering why it kept quitting on me. Here, it's the fuse. Got rid of that. Put a new end on it, made it really short, so that when everything goes in there, works like a champ. Okay? So, gun is back together, and it is firing. Just to show you. Semi only. Full. Oh, full. Now, and safe. This has a high-speed motor in it, which is one of the builds that I did that I always thought that I should put a high-torque motor in this instead of a high-speed. It probably would work a hell of a lot better. It's a version 3 gearbox, so it's a real easy fix. But I'm like, I'm going to get rid of it, so I'm not really going to worry about it. Now, the only gotcha on this is that the hop up is actually on the other side, and I popped the thing out on the wrong side. So what I'm going to do while we're here is I'll show you. I'll put this up on the bench, even though you're not going to be able to see too good. And what I'm going to do is I actually put 2 screws in the back of this cover. All this was a slip-on cover that would just slip on there and stay together. So that comes off there. And if you look, when you take the lever and you put it on this side, there's your hop-up adjustment. You grab that little nub and pull it back and forth. You're supposed to switch them around if you switch this to the other side. I didn't. So, okay. So all it is to change it to the other side is pop this out, pop it to the other side, pushes in, take this handle out again. All it has is you press on the top, comes out. This clips on. Now the front is held by this thing. It goes in there and it can't come up. But the back kept coming up on me like that. Alright, so I got these 2 little screws. Use a little screwdriver. That just go flush inside there. I actually cut them off so they're just flush with the plastic. And I just snug them in there so they just hold the back end on when you are doing. So there, we're switched to the opposite side, and when this goes back and the cover's on here, it will pop forward and this button will pop it out. So what I'll do is I'll put on the cover so that we can see that. What's nice about this too is all these pins are, the 2 pins in the center are identical. This one and this one are identical. This is a short one, so you can't mess up when you do stuff. So now when you pull the charging handle back, it goes to there. You can do your adjustments on your hop up. Press the button back here. Goes forward. Okay. Red and green hollow sight. This comes with a 5.52 like tan sight too as well. 5 mags. Total, it has the 2 that came with it and 3 more that I bought. So you have 5 total. This is a quick change spring, so it comes with a couple of springs. Has different front ends on it. It's real easy to get at. Barrel sticks way out there. This is a new barrel in this too. The original barrel was like right here. Tight bore 603 tight bore barrel. And this is a flash hider I bought with the orange tip on here to make it look good. The only other thing is I have some different barrel extensions, different color, things like that on it. And like I said, I had the PQ box on here, but I'm not going to keep that on there. I'm going to keep that for another gun. Matter of fact, here it is here. Here it is here. I'm going to have to take this apart and see what kind of batteries inside here. This is an actual TM battery box that I had bought. Very expensive. Doesn't do anything. There's no extra stuff that it does, like lights or anything like that. So it just looks cool. That's all. So anyway, that's the APS UAR. Got it fixed. I'm happy. Life's good. We're going to call this good off the bench. Going to go back up on the marketplace to sell. Somebody's probably going to have a good time with this. It shoots decent. I was out there shooting 125 feet with 2 5s. Hop-up's barely on, so you could run 3.0s, 3.2s, whatever in this, and it probably would run good. The kick in the ass, though, is these mags. They have a little short tang right here, which I'll show you. See how the tang is like short on this side? So they go in there. You'd have to do a mod, which is on the web, to be able to use regular mags like this, which have a longer tang. When you put them side by side, you can see that the tang, well, I'll actually show you. You can put them side by side, you actually see that the tang is longer on the black one. Okay, that's why they don't fit in there. So there is a mod. You got to go through and grind out the inside and grind out the inside, and get it to work. But I am not doing that. So, on the bench for today, going to call this finished. It's done. Safe works. The whole 9 yards. All the orange or tan furniture comes with it. Hard case, original box. I'm getting rid of this. And whoever gets it, I hope they have a good time with it. Updated gearbox. Not only high-speed motors, got a new piston with 7 metal teeth. New piston head. Shimmed. New bucking, nub, barrel, all the other furniture. So there's a lot of stuff that I did to this, and I'm going to get rid of it because I can't use all these airsoft guns. I have just hundreds, literally hundreds of airsoft guns, and I'm just dumping them out. I don't, I'm trying to get rid of them. I don't care what kind of price I'm getting on some of them. If somebody wants to give me this for it or that for it, I know what my metric is, but I'll never get what I want to get out of this. I spent like $800 on all the parts and stuff like this for that, and I was trying to sell it for $4. So then I dropped it down to $350. Then I dropped it down to $3. Then I dropped it down to $250, and I had one guy buy it, one to buy it, but it was having that problem with the trigger. So I fixed that. Whether he wants to buy it or not, I don't know, but it'll be back up on the website in case he wants to see it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and enjoyed my little tirade here. So it's nice outside today. Gonna go take a walk again out in the beautiful sunshine. If you can, I would get outside. This social distancing stuff is a pain in the ass. As always, you have a good day.
One grenade launcher. Right. Calico had the crashed 9mm helical mag. Right. SA-80. That's too fucking small.